What's up, guys? Marcellus Williams, aka TheSwolefessor, here to educate you on health, fitness, social well-being. Welcome to episode 2 of A Decade of Craft, my prep series for SBD Austin, November 22nd, where the goal is to come in and PR the total so that I can say that I PR'd my total for all 10 years of my powerlifting career thus far. And man, yesterday was a good workout. Yesterday felt really, really good. You guys just saw that I took you through it as far as bench. So when I last talked to you guys about this day, it was a 4x8. Brad hates me, so now it's a 4x9. But no, it's honestly it feels really good. Like we're pretty much keeping intensity relatively the same, maybe by like 2.5 more than what we did, last block, but with that extra rep, that 4x9. And I like this day because like it feels productive. Like it feels like an appropriate amount of work. It's not so difficult to where it's like, bro, I'm just killing myself on this, but it's not like super sandbagged either. Like the weight selection and the amount of reps that I'm doing, it just feels really good, really appropriate, and it just gets me fired up to then kill my accessory work throughout the rest of the session. So really happy with that. We're currently on week 2. My week 2 SBD, that's typically would be this past Saturday. I actually ended up doing it on Friday due to the fact that Saturday morning I was in Austin, Texas, which is about 2.5, 3 hours away from where I am here in Fort Worth. Handling 2 of my clients, Y2 and Jodell. Very proud of them for showing out. So, had to do that. And even though I could have just driven back down, which I did, once the meet was done, I drove back down to Fort Worth. Even though I could have just trained then, you already know, man. You already know. If you know, if you don't know, then you don't know. But if you know, that your boy had to check out the Demon Slayer movie. Amber and I, and a group of our friends, actually purchased our tickets last month to see it this past Saturday. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do my SBD on Friday so that I can, once I'm done, travel down to Austin that night, handle Saturday morning, travel back down, eat, get a quick nap, you know what I'm saying? And then go check out the Demon Slayer movie, which it was awesome. Like, it was so, so good. Beautifully animated, amazing fight choreography. The music is gorgeous. The story, awesome. The character development, like, I loved it. Like, for me personally, like, subjectively, sort of like just my personal rating, I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10. Because the only complaint I have is that there was one fight that I wish would have just been a little bit longer, but apparently it was already a lot longer than what it was in the manga, so I really can't complain. But that's the only real critique I have. If I'm judging it more, quote unquote, objectively, and when I say that, I mean from the standpoint of what I think most people will give it, I'm going to say like an 8 out of 10. And the only reason why I say that is because I know some people are going to be complaining about the pacing. I've already seen it. Some people are like, oh, it was so good, but there's too much like flashback stories, or oh, this one character, they really dove deep in his background, they had to do all that. I love that personally. I don't know, maybe it's just because of how long I've been watching anime since I was a kid, and how long those animes used to be, and how long the episodes were, how many episodes there were, and all the character background. But for me, I feel far more invested in the story and the fights and the conflicts when I actually have the context of, okay, who is this character? Why are they doing what they're doing, right? I just care about the fight that much more. So I loved it. I thought the pacing was great. But since I know, a lot of y'all got that TikTok brain, you know what I'm saying, where you just need to see constant action, some of y'all probably gonna give it like a 8 out of 10 due to that. But I loved it. I thought it was great, and I'm excited for the next one, even though we're probably not gonna get that for 2 years or so. But with that being said, the SBD this past weekend went well. I hit 202.5 for my top set single on squat, moved well. 330 for my 2x1 on bench, moved well. And then, what was it? It was 232.5 kg for my deadlift triple, moved well. So no issues there. We're in a good spot. Today is my secondary squat and deadlift day, along with my tertiary bench day. I'm expecting these to feel good, maybe a little wonky, like as I'm warming up, since it's been a bigger gap between my primary and my secondary because I did my primary day early, but it's lightweight. It's gonna be chill. It's gonna be easy. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, man, it feels good to come off what was a really good weekend, a very productive weekend as far as a balance of like work wise, handling, but then just being able to chill with friends and have a good time. And it's nice to start off the week that way, so that I can like just come into the rest of this week and kind of just feel like I'm cruising through things. As far as like workflow's been really good, check-ins are going well, clients are killing it. I actually had a lot of clients compete this past weekend. Like aside from Y2 and Jodell, my client Alex competed, he killed it. My client Ben competed, he killed it. So like it just has me in a very good mood, right? And I already know for me, so much of training is psychological. Like when I'm feeling physically, when I'm just in a good mood mentally, when I'm feeling very refreshed, things just go well. But anywho, man, let's get to the gym. Let's get the session in. Hey, man, squats feel fantastic, especially for a week 2 secondary. I feel so good. One thing Brad reminded me of when he saw my primary day squats was he said, hey, man, remember, take your time with your setup, set your brace, get your feet rooted, but after that, just squat. Don't get too caught up on initiating with the knees going forward, because that's something that I got in the habit of with the stiff sleeves, as you guys recall, because it allowed me to maintain good position in the stiff sleeves. But in the SBDs, just squat. Let my hips break naturally as my knees go forward, so that way I've got that proper center of mass. I hit the hole cleanly. The reverse feels strong. Whereas if I initiate too much with the knees forward, then I just end up, seemingly more upright, but then I get pitched forward in the hole and it doesn't feel good. So really emphasize that today, and everything felt fantastic. I feel so strong, man. It's only week 2 of block 2 of the 4-block macro, but it just goes to show that when you know you've been putting in work in the previous training cycle, it's all going to work out well. And that's what I try to explain to people too. Everyone gets so caught up on the golden microcycle and the proper pacing of week 1 through 4, which is good. I mean, I'm a big part of why this become popularized, but it's understanding that only works if you have a good baseline of fitness to work with in the first place. And if you don't have that because training hasn't been going well or because you took time off, where it may be, you have to accept that you have to just work hard and things aren't going to feel good or comfortable, maybe even on your week 4, and being okay with that. Push your accessories, get the workload in, don't get so focused on how heavy it feels or how fast it is or isn't. Are you able to do the work, recover, and come back and do more work? Get that baseline up, and then you can start to swing back into your usual trends. So that's what I've been focused on, is feeling really, really good. We're going to get this bench and deadlifts and just see how the rest of the session goes. All right, bench and deadlifts are done. Bench felt very good, very smooth, especially the fact that this day particularly is under quite a bit of fatigue because it's right after yesterday's session where I have, the 4x9, the dips, the chest press, but the load pacing is appropriate to where it feels pretty good. You guys probably noticed we went from a 2x6 for the back downs to 2x7 on this day, and that's just because we're trying to get as much volume in as we can across these 4 days, hoping we don't have to add the 5th day back, not because of lack of willingness. I will do whatever it takes to show up strong for this meet, but more so, for a long time I was training, 6 days a week and then 5 days a week, and now 4 days a week has been very good, very manageable for my, my work-life balance, my scheduling with clients, family, etc. So it'd be nice to not have to come here on a 5th day, but if I got to come in on a Wednesday and get some quick bench work in, not a big deal. So, but Brad's just trying to exhaust all the options before doing so. And then deadlifts felt good. Smooth secondary day deadlifts. I should feel really good for this upcoming week 3, which you guys know is basically the week 4 for the deadlift because it's staggered to the squat. And I'm really happy with my tech right now because it's I've got proper tensioning in my feet as far as the foot pressure and setting my brace before I even go down to the bar, but I'm not making my entire body so tight and rigid to where I'm not able to wedge the way that I want to. It's like have my tight brace, have my foot pressure, press to the floor as I'm going down the bar, but still being a little bit loose as I'm kind of getting that slack out. And then as I wedge, tensioning into that and driving through, which is feeling really, really good. So happy with that. We're about to get through these accessories. We've got, what do I have today? Bell Squat RDLs, which I don't think I've shown you guys officially on the channel. I know I told you a few videos without I'm doing that, but I haven't shown you guys on the channel. But got Bell Squat RDLs, just normal bell squats, leg extensions, leg curls, and then we're done. Hi guys, we are done with the workout, and man, I'm not gonna lie, we've had this Demon Slayer music playlist on the entire session, and it was good. It got me nice and hyped to hit everything with intention. So yeah, today was good. Like I said, I can tell fitness is in a good spot. It's only week 2, and to be feeling this good on a week 2, very, very nice. So really happy about that. Anyway, I was thinking about it, like, okay, what did I learn from the year 2016 to 2017, you know, my second year in powerlifting? And honestly, it kind of goes back to what I was talking about before when I said, you know, you can't get so caught up in like your trends and your exposure timing and how heavy your life things feel if you don't have a baseline first. You just got to work sometimes, you got to work hard. And that really is something that I had to focus on a lot from the year of 2016 to 2017, not just with powerlifting, but life in general, man. Like, you know, I graduated in 2016, got my first full-time job at TCU at the end of 2016. So it was a lot of transition, right? Like, okay, I'm a full-time trainer now. How do I want to market myself? How do I want to build myself up, you know, and separate myself from the other trainers at TCU? I had started my YouTube channel at the end of 2016, and it's like, hey, I want to make sure that I'm putting out quality, informative content, but what's my flow? How do I want to go about things? And even my training, at this point, I still wasn't on structured powerlifting training. I was on structured programming, but not necessarily for powerlifting until like the tail end of 2017. But the reason why I think I did so well in all those areas with the personal training, with the YouTube, with my training at the time where I was still able to come in and, you know, PR my total once again, is because I was just working hard. Like, I was being intentional with everything that I was doing, understanding that, hey, yeah, I still have things to refine, I still have things to learn, but with what I do know and what I can do, I'm just gonna put my best foot forward 100% every time. I think it's really easy to feel like if you don't have this perfect, structured, optimal plan for training or for your life, it makes it easy to be kind of passive, but it's like, no, I'm gonna go all in and push myself really hard until I'm able to find and develop the structure. And even once you have that structure, you still wanna be able to work really hard, right? To get the most out of that structure. But it's kind of like you can have the perfect game plan, but if you don't put forth the effort, it doesn't matter. Whereas if your game plan is not perfect, but it's at least effective, and you push yourself hard, you're going to get good results, whether that's in training or life. And that's definitely something that I learned in that second year of powerlifting was like, hey man, if you don't have all the answers, just do the best you can with what you've got and don't slack. With whatever you do know, whatever is in your control, put forth your best effort and that will always yield positive results. So that's what I got in my second year of powerlifting, and that is pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave a comment down below, let me know what you did. If you're not, leave a comment down below, let me know what can get better. Like the video, share, subscribe. Keep it simple, specific, scientific. I'll catch you guys later.